So I moved into my Victorian semi-detached house about 5 years ago, and one thing that I noticed when I first moved in is that the windows and the front door were the original features of the house, which was amazing, but it meant that I had absolutely no insulation and there was quite a lot of gaps that were apparent, which of course, happens with all Victorian properties. So I knew that I needed in a couple of years' time to find a really reputable company in order to really maintain the character of my property, but also bring it up to the current century so that I could experience insulation and also safety, which was a huge concern of mine. As before, I just had these very small, not particularly secure locks, so safety was a big concern, and that's something that I really wanted to look into. From the amazing experience that I had with my front door, I knew that I wanted to use True Glaze again for when it came to replacing my Victorian sash windows. I knew I wanted something that was really sympathetic to the house, but also had the safety element. I went into the shop, saw the product, and knew immediately this is what I wanted. It was safe, secure, and it didn't have that horrible PVC look that sometimes other windows tend to have. It was really classy, and also it just meant that my house was going to look as it should have done in the Victorian era, and that was very important to me. I wanted to have something that was very in keeping. The guys from True Glaze were here for a couple of days, and it took them no time at all to do my windows. I had two really lovely guys come in and just completely get on with work. They were tidy, friendly, really professional, and kept me up to date with the work as and when it happened. And I actually had my windows done in the middle of February when it was incredibly cold, but they were really sensitive to that and kind of kept disruption to a real minimum. The windows looked absolutely incredible. I think it really makes my house stand out. The insulation is just unbelievable, because before I used to have really high heating bills, and I always thought that was just because it was an old house and perhaps like the insulation wasn't that great there. Actually, it was everything to do with my windows, and having them replaced, I've saved on my heating, and also the security of my house has now gone up. Before, you could have easily shimmied a pane of glass off of my house to get into the room, but now it's completely secure. I can't recommend True Glaze enough, and especially Dave and his team, who were brilliant from start to finish. I don't think there is another local company that could really beat the experience that I had with them, and I did shop around, so I really can't recommend them highly enough.